And gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the Vikings 42-yard line.
Here's Dak. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they're gonna haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's a gain of 3, and they are just a yard shy. 4th down upcoming. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Still finding room past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Going with Jones on the ground. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8. Back now, pressure on its way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To throw, here's Darnold. Escapes out to the left. He connects downfield on 4th. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Reset. Reset.
Running right, this is Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Vikings with a 13-point lead. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Darnold now to throw. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Red 80. Red 80. Reset.
They'll run here with Jones. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Oh no, they get him yet again! Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
They send a man in motion.
What do you think?
1st and 10, Prescott. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Ready? Set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Darnold. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings put up even more points in a win. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd score.